This has been quite the year for movies and shows based off video games. First, we got Super Mario Brothers movie, then Twisted Metal, and now we got Gran Turismo. Maybe check out while you're ahead. What's going on, my YouTube subscribers, racer or gamer fans? I hope you guys are having an amazing start to your weekend because we got a brand new movie coming out. It's Gran Turismo. Even though this movie officially comes out August 25th because the writer's strike made it get pushed back, AMC still had an advanced screening for us. I was able to watch it, check it out, and is the movie good? I'd say this movie is generic. Best way I could put it. Generic doesn't necessarily mean bad. I'm just saying this is a movie that you, at the end of the day, at its core, you've definitely seen before in spades. Believe me, pretty much that this sounds familiar. You got the story of an underdog person who, low level, stuff like that, doing what he does. Then he gets to the big leagues and people doubt his skills. You got a coach that's kind of like, I don't watch it. I take the kid under my wing and stuff like that. He's not a racer. He's a gamer. Till more or less he beats the dickheads that he needs to beat, so he comes on top, triumph and shit like that. Everyone believes in him and everyone's cheering. He's the underdog and everyone's like, hooray, go Rocky. Yep, that's Gran Turismo with a race car skin on it. That's the movie. Like I said, it doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. I'm just saying it's a movie that you have seen done before at its core. But if you are a race car fan, you love that adrenaline stuff like that, and if you are a fan of Gran Turismo, I want to see story mode on the big screen, then this movie might be for you. That's why I believe that Gran Turismo officially in theaters August 25th. I would say wait till it comes on Netflix or Showtime. Not a spoiler to my rating. I'm just saying that maybe you might wait till it streams. But if you want to check it out, hey, what you need to know. First of all, adding the movie more or less, you got our main dude. What's his name? His name's Archie, or here's his name, Archie Farchie. Fuck up names, but I'm just saying, Archie, our main dude, we're following his movie. I thought he was pretty good. I thought he was decent. Our generic underdog that we're following throughout this journey of his rise from gamer to racer. I thought it was pretty good. It was decent. I was on his side. Part of me that believed, when his father was like, you're just playing these video games, shit like that. You gotta mix something like yourself. Video games will get you nowhere. We live in a world where you have 8-year-olds that are winning Fortnite tournaments for like $5 million. If your kids are good at games, hey, esports, sign them up. There's money in this shit. Also, you got David Harbour in the movie too, because it's like, you got David Harbour. You put David Harbour's name on the title, that's like at least 35% of your audience. Come and see him. I thought it was pretty functional in the movie. Like I say, it's pretty much that hard-ass coach, stuff like that. It's like, why should I take a chance on this kid? Are you crazy? The movie is just pretty much like, I believed in you, kid. I knew you had it. I knew you had it here. And thus, that's the acting. Now, plot in the movie, more or less, like I said, it's the easiest way to sum this up is you got a kid who's good at race games, good at Gran Turismo, of course, because, Sony, PlayStation, there's some sponsoring the shit out of that. They get those Gran Turismo sales up. You got this kid, more or less, who wins a series of tournaments and gaming tournaments with, who was sponsoring the shit? I can't remember. This movie's like 2 hours, 15 minutes long. You already know how I feel about long movies. He wins all these tournaments up, but then proves that, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, this kid who is super good at a game with a controller can actually drive a Formula 1 racer car. Just maybe. So he gets inducted into the powers that be, and now he's off racing and shit in an actual vehicle. He's still the story of underdog going from gamer to racer. That's what you need to know. For the movie, more or less, like I said, I did like the racing aspects in and stuff like that, because it is pretty high octane, it's pretty serious shit, because it didn't feel real at that, because these guys feel like they're going like fucking 275 miles an hour. I'm just like, you really learn the ins and outs of race car driving and shit. Like one false move and you're a fucking memory. It wasn't tense in that aspect, but it's, and it does have decent heart in the movie as well. But again, some of those lessons, stuff like that, you see in every other underdog and trauma movie like this, every sports movie, stuff like that. Much like if you've seen Creed, then you've seen Gran Turismo, more or less. The gamer side of me did have a good time with it too. Like I said, all the game references, stuff like that. Like I said, if you're a Gran Turismo fan, if you played that shit out of this, you've always wanted to see story mode with create your own character on the big screen, the movie could be for you too. I'll say the movie, the fact, like I said, it's not really original. It's not nothing you haven't seen done before. And I will say that other movies have done this plot with an underdog story. They've done it better. It truly feels like an August movie. I'll put it like that. Like, it just feels like, this is like an end of the summer movie. This would not work in June. Would definitely not work in July. August, where it's just like, okay, end of the summer, about to go back to school, bomb and barrel shit. Look at our last little generic action movie out. That's Gran Turismo. At the end of the day, Gran Turismo was a pretty functional, okay sports drama movie that stars race cars and stuff like that. I work on this movie too much harder because of the runtime, because it's 2 hours 15 minutes long. So if you like those long movies, strap the fuck in. It doesn't have too many pacing issues, but at the same time, I was just watching it and was just like, yeah, I'm having a decent enough time. Because I also had a decent enough time also while I was watching this on my couch. Well, I think I'm going to do it first. I'll give it double ratings. I'll say the Gran Turismo definitely a 6 and a 7 out of 10 was definitely a pretty decent movie if you Netflix it or if you see it at matinee. My first time doing that, just giving 2 ratings. I wonder if that'll happen again. Gran Turismo officially in theaters August 25th. You're going to see it. You're not going to see it. Type below. Let me know. Talk about it. And yeah, hope you guys have an amazing rest of your weekend. I know I will because it's birthday weekend, baby. As always, subscribe. Until next time.